All right. Hello, everybody. It's great to be back. Hello. Oh, wait. Apparition. Sorry. Operation. Jeez. Jess. So, yeah, I was a bit out of commission there for a while. For those, yeah, you could probably guess why, but in addition to my whole voice tingling all grobbly up, but a bunch of other things happened to me in that my leg slash back pain started up again. It was so painful that the morning afterward I actually had to go to the hospital. And they recommended I get some rest. They didn't find anything serious. And like I could barely move. And it was just so like they recommended I get a lot of rest, so I didn't. I just wanted to make sure everything would be okay. But Vata last night went pretty well, and I expect this too. I am feeling a lot better, Jazz. Don't worry. My leg is doing a bit better each day. They just said, to keep taking painkillers. And, yeah. Yeah, you could see. Yeah, my voice actually cleared up pretty quickly, but then that fucking back pain slash leg pain, like, it alternates. It's something I've had for quite a while. Ever since I was in my 20s, and I slipped on some ice, and my leg has just, ever since then, been kind of, but I don't want to waste any more time talking about me on this. Let's get back to Higurashi. Last time, Akira confessed to Natsumi! Oh my fucking god! Are you like, oh my... And as usual, Natsumi, your freaking shy-ass self, ugh, delayed her response to his confession. Oh, god damn it, Natsumi, she's probably, I don't know if she's gonna get another chance. And then, even more unexpected, Chisato had a really, really, really weird reaction to that confession. Like at first, she like really went into like a friggin' like a Higurashi like panic mode, where she seemed really pissed off, like beyond pissed off. So that leads me to believe that she also might have liked, or still does currently, like, girl, Chisato, you gotta pick who you want to go after, Natsumi or Akira. Like, damn, yeah, Akira seems to be a very patient guy, so I think Chisato, for all her overt gayness in the past few episodes, she's probably bisexual, which is, hey, more power to you. That's cool. I could definitely relate to that one. So yeah, that is really nice. I knew I liked Chisato. So anyway, let's get back into it and see how this plays out. She really is quite easy to read. Yeah, Jess. Chisato-chan and I headed towards the station where Tamako-chan was waiting, walking side by side. I was able to keep pace with Chisato-chan, but my mind was full of Todo-kun's words from earlier. Seriously, how wouldn't your mind be filled with that? That is like a situation out of a fucking anime. Well, literally in this case, but like... Seriously, who wouldn't want that to happen to them? Like, such a romantic setting, too. That's also possible. But, like a Hinamizawa syndrome caused hallucination, it could be for Natsumi. That is absolutely possible. Ever since you transferred here, you were always on my mind. Until now, I didn't have the courage to tell you, but... I love you, Kimiyoshi. Yeah, I get that, Jess. About Onikakushi. Yep. Absolutely. Toto-kun likes me! Oh my god, I would be dancing on air! My god, like seriously? The feeling you get when you're in love, like for the first time, and like, you know, when you find someone new, it's this, oh god, it's like, you really feel like you're literally flying. No matter how many times I thought back, I still couldn't believe it. Toto-kun felt the same way about me as I did about him. It was like a dream. Exactly, Natsumi. It seems like a lie, but it's all true. Please let this be real, not a dream or a lie. Exactly. She was walking light-footed, lost in those thoughts, feeling so excited that my heart was about to fly away. That is the exact feeling. Something has got you looking really happy, huh? Chisato-chan pinched my cheeks. That's not true. Could she tell I was thinking of Toto-kun? Yet it felt nice that she noticed how flustered I was. For some reason. Is that what it's like when your feelings are racing out of control? Sheesh. Whatever I say goes in one ear and out the other, sugar. Natsumi? It's obvious how super happy y'all are just by looking at your face, you know? Oh, actually, Jess, Oe and I were actually talking about that a couple of days ago. I plan to do, yeah. I plan to stream it after Tokyo Gushi. I plan to stream Higambana. I do. One of my, as long as I'm able to, one of my Let's Play slots is always going to be Ryukashi stuff. As long as I'm able to have it be. You seem somewhat uneasy since y'all transferred here. But when I see your face looking as happy as it is right now, I feel relieved. Do you think so? Really? Of course I do. I'll keep telling y'all, don't I? It's because I'm your best friend. Thanks, Chisato-chan. I really am happy. The boy I like confessed to me, and someone I consider my dear friend is rooting for our love to succeed. It's great to be alive! But y'all better make sure you just treasure not just Akira, but us too, or we'll never forgive y'all. I love her voice actor. If y'all neglect me in your bliss and run away, I'll end up as a lonely ghost. Oh, thank you, apparition. Chisato-chan pulled me into a headlock. Wait a minute. If you keep holding me so tight, I'll have trouble breathing and pass out. Don't y'all go fainting with a smile on your face, Miss Requited Love. Come on already. Chisato-chan loosened her grip on me, and I escaped from her clutches. And when I looked around, I noticed that we had already arrived at the station without me realizing it. It felt like I'd been whisked here on a magic carpet of joy. Oh, over there. Tamako was waiting for us in the meeting area by the bronze statue in front of the station. When I saw her, I raised my hand and called out to let her know. Yeah, I remember that. Oh wait, there was a comment earlier in a previous stream that Chisato's voice actor is Angie's. I cannot believe that. What range? Seriously. Hey, Tamako-chan. Hey, thanks for waiting. Gah. Oh, it's just you, Chisato. You surprised me. Chisato-chan rushed over to Tamako-chan to pat her on the shoulder. Tamako-chan put a hand on her chest, as though she'd been deeply surprised. Tamako-chan, I'm sorry for being late. I put my hands together and apologized to Tamako-chan, the joy from Totokun's confession still lingering on my face. No, it's fine. I just arrived myself. Well, let's get going then. Natsumi is in a good mood, so let's head out. About some sweet ice cream to blow away all your troubles. Tamako-chan put a lot of force into the end of that sentence. It seemed she thought that would cheer me up. Prompted by her smile, I smiled back at her. Oh! Come to think of it, y'all promised to treat me today, didn't you, Natsumi? Well, no holding back. Let's eat big! Indeed! Oh my gosh, she's so cute! I see Gogo! Oh my god! Oh my god. Ice cream! Let's go! Let's go! Chisato-chan and I frolicked about with huge smiles on our faces. Tamako looked a little confused by my behavior. Hey, Natsumi. By any chance, did something happen earlier? Like, did you win the lottery or something? Well, I guess you could say that in a manner of speaking. Huh? Why do you say that? Well, you were feeling depressed until a while ago, but now it looks like you're at the peak of happiness. So I figured something must have happened. Sorry, just checking something briefly. Tamako-chan was staring at my face suspiciously. She seemed to be puzzled by my unexpected cheerfulness. Is that so? Sure you're not imagining things? I burst into laughter after saying that. Oh, that's right. Chisato-chan only just told me I shouldn't keep secrets. I needed to tell Tamako-chan about what happened with Todo-kun earlier. But it'd be a little embarrassing, like I'm boasting somehow. Oh, but Tamako-chan already knew that I liked Todo-kun, right? In that case, I'll say it with pride. Tamako-chan, will you be as delighted to hear it as Chisato-chan was before? I wonder if you'll encourage me. Uh-oh. However, a moment later...
Natsumi ne?
Well, you see...
Akira no koto, suki nandatte.
Natsumi likes Akira. Oh god, Chisato, what are you doing? Chisato? Like suddenly being hit with ice water. My whole body froze. That was Chisato-chan's voice. It sounded inorganic and cold. The same cruel tone from before was echoing in my ear. Huh? Chisato-chan, why do you sound so cold? What? You told me earlier that you would support my love, didn't you? Because you're my best friend? Huh? What? Chisato-chan, what you told me earlier. Was that all a lie? That you suspected I liked Akira? That you and Tamako were waiting for me to tell you? I looked up and saw Tamako staring at me with wide-eyed with a smile frozen on her face.
そうなんだ。
Oh god. Yeah, I think you're right, Jess. So that's it.
夏美、アキラちゃんのこと好きだったんだ。
Natsumi likes Akira-chan.
ふーん、そうだと思ってた。
I thought so.
それで、
Well,
そのことと待ち合わせに遅くなったことと何か関係があるの？
it wouldn't be Higurashi without creepy shit happening. Did that have anything to do with why you arrived late to our meeting? Tamako-chan asked that with a voice wrapped in kindness. But not only did her eyes lack a hint of mirth, in them also dwelt a cold light that didn't wish a single speck of happiness for me. It's nothing. That has nothing to do with it. I tried playing the fool. Why was this happening? Was it so bad for me to have arrived late? If that's the case, I'll apologize, right? Please, Tamako-chan, don't be angry.
じゃあ、なんで遅れたの？
Well then, why were you late?
アキラちゃんのこととは関係ないんだよね。
It doesn't have anything to do with Akira-chan, right?
じゃあなんで遅れたの？
Well then, why were you late?
教えてよ。
Please tell me.
理由あるんでしょ？
There is a reason, right?
それは
That's...
そのね
it's,
ちょっと宿題ノートを忘れちゃって、それでトイに戻って。
I kind of forgot my notebook for my homework, so I had to go back to get it. I blurted out the first nonsense that came to mind, but I regretted it as soon as I realized she'd immediately seen through that lie. What am I talking about? Chisato-chan knew that Todo-kun and I were in the classroom alone earlier. Does that mean she was watching us from outside the classroom? That's right. Chisato-chan ought to know everything. Maybe she saw Todo-kun stumbling out of the classroom, looking embarrassed, after the confession. Meaning she also must have seen me after that, when I was alone in the classroom with a full smile on my face. Based on those two observations, it's easy to guess what happened in the classroom. And in reality, Chisato-chan guessed right. Suddenly, I thought of the reason why Chisato-chan's face was so stiff when I met her in the hallway. Could it be? No way! The reason why she immediately asked about the person I like. Was it because Chisato-chan liked Todo-kun too? Then Chisato-chan wasn't actually happy for me, which would cause Tabako-chan to start acting cold and hate me?
ねえ千里ちゃん
Hey, Chisato-chan?
夏美はほんとおっちょこちょいなんだから
Natsumi, you're really scatterbrained.
もう忘れ物なんてしちゃダメだぞ
It ain't good to forget things like that. Maybe Chisato-chan put two and two together as she played dumb and chuckled. However, the laughter was unnaturally cheerful, so Yeah. I followed her lead and replied cheerfully. But in my heart, fear and anxiety were swirling around, overwhelming me.
でも宿題ノート忘れたこと途中で気づいてよかったね
Still, it's good to have realized you've forgotten your homework notebook before you got home.
本当に
Really? Tamako-chan put a hand on my shoulder and gave me a gentle smile to let me know she cared. But at that moment, I felt a chill running through my entire body for no particular reason, and suddenly found myself shivering. I didn't know what kind of expression I should be giving them. Until a little while ago, I should have been at the peak of happiness. These were my best friends. They've taught me a lot in the time since I met them, and we have always worked together. But why am I now feeling so uncomfortable being together with them?
ねえ千里ちゃん
Hey, Chisato-chan?
東堂くんのことだけどもしかして
About Todo-kun, by any chance do you...
はいはい
Yeah.
夏美
Natsumi?
浮かれる気持ちはわかるけどさそればっかりってのも私どうかと思うんだけどな
I understand that y'all are feeling cheerful, but I wonder what it's about. Huh? My words didn't reach her. No, it was more like they were outright rejected. Chisato-chan's eyes looked suspicious and surprisingly scary. Chisato-chan seemed like a different person from a minute ago. I didn't know what to do.
千里ちゃん私そんなつもりは
Chisato-chan, that's not what I...
はいおしまいおしまい
Okay, let's leave it at that.
今日はその話はなし
No more talk about that for today.
いいね
All right. Jesus Christ. After delivering those shrill words, Chisato-chan quickly walked away, as if my happiness from a moment ago was completely denied. Why? Why did it suddenly become like this? You were supportive, you were happy for me. So why?
早く行こう
Let's get going.
アイスつき始めだから新フレーバーが出てるかもよ
Since it's the beginning of the month, maybe they have new ice cream flavors? Tamako said that to lighten the mood. I felt a little relieved to hear that same gentle voice.
たまこちゃん
Tamako-chan.
夏美
Natsumi.
私たちは何があっても味方だからね
Whatever happens, we're always on your side, like nationwide.
あんたの恋応援してるから
I'll support your love.
頑張んなよ
Good luck. Yeah.
ありがとうたまこちゃん
Thanks, Tamako-chan. And yet... Tamako-chan quickly trotted away without waiting for my reply and walked up to Chisato-chan. My cheerful reply was left fruitlessly behind on the street. The two of them walked side by side in front of me, and I awkwardly followed a step behind them. Suddenly, a thought came to me. Perhaps Chisato-chan, or maybe Tamako-chan, liked Todo-kun too? Then did that mean they were jealous of me? Well, you already had that idea, Natsumi. Thinking that suddenly made me feel anxious. If these two found a reason to dislike me, it could end our friendship. If that happened, I'd be alone at school, going to the bathroom, eating lunch, moving around the classroom, everything all alone. No, that's unacceptable. But I like Todo-kun. What should I do? Just, what am I supposed to do now? Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. Huh?
Natsumi, また元気なくなっちゃった。
Yeah, she is wondering why Natsumi is feeling this way, so I do think Hinamizawa syndrome is in play here. Natsumi, you all look down in the dumps again. Chisato-chan looked back worriedly. Tamako-chan also stopped walking and looked pensively at me with concern.
大丈夫? 気分悪いの?
Is everything all right? Are you feeling unwell? Both of them looked into my eyes with genuine concern. Could I really believe in their kindness? No, I'm fine, I'm fine.
最近ホルモンバランスがおかしいのかな?
I wonder if my hormonal balance is off lately.
急に楽しくなったり落ち込んだりしちゃうみたい.
I seem to suddenly jump between being happy and depressed. Oh God, what's gonna happen to me?
何それ?
Seriously?
それってもしかして更年期障害なんじゃないの?
Could be that y'all are going through menopause. Her joke wasn't all that funny, but I forced a laugh to placate her. We're good friends, always together, enjoying each other's company. Right? Yeah, this is really Onikakushi-ish.
やっといつもの調子に戻ってきたね.
You're finally back to normal.
夏美進路相談で悩みすぎてちょっとおかしくなっちゃってたんだよ.
All that stress about the career interview must have made you go a little crazy.
そうかも.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Hold on, just trying to get a better position here.
将来のことなんて考えたってしょうがないよね.
And there's no point in worrying about the future.
進路のことを考えるのは今日はもうおしまい.
We're done thinking about y'all career for today.
さあ、アイスアイス.
Come on, asu! Ice cream! Chisato-chan danced her way to the ice cream shop. Though my career seemed like a trivial problem compared to my relationship with Todo-kun, I decided to leave it at that. Getting along with Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan was more important to me than anything else. As we stepped inside into the ice cream shop, our hearts were instantly lifted. In fact, as I stared at the showcase of colorful ice cream flavors, even my friend's consideration for me no longer mattered. I'd give Todo-kun my answer tomorrow or the day after. Then we'd go watch a lot of movies together in Netflix and chill, 80s style. I guess that'd be Blockbuster and chill. I told him I like happy endings, but I'd actually be okay with watching any movie with him. In fact, I might even welcome a scary movie so I could just snuggle up next to him. Yeah, Natsumi! You don't have to be embarrassed. After all, it gave me the perfect opportunity to hold his hand. And during a scary scene, just kidding. Yeah, right. That's a lie. That's just kidding. You totally want to get close to him. Totally understandable. He is pretty hot, so. Left alone with my thoughts, I was getting excited by my delusions. And to prevent the two people next to me from noticing my feelings this time.
I'd like a mint chocolate with banana and strawberry and a waffle cone, please.
Chisato-chan and Tabako-chan, who had already gotten their ice cream, looked over at me shouting my order, then laughed hard. While licking our ice cream, the three of us walked side by side. The sweet and cold ice cream completely washed away the awkward atmosphere from earlier and brought me bliss. Girls can live on sweets alone. Surely that's the truth. Yeah, you know what? But those of us who don't have a freaking metabolism made of fire, we just get fat doing that. So I can't. Oh, delicious. My heart's filling with joy. That sounds delicious. The honey crunch here is really the best. Honey crunch and that other one are the new flavors? That's right. Watermelon ribbon. It's delicious too, but honey crunch can't be topped. You think so? The Swiss chocolate fudge is my favorite. How about you, Natsumi?
Mint chocolate is my favorite.
I answered cheerfully to match their conversation. However... Huh? Mint chocolate is so old-fashioned. I'm surprised you never get tired of it.
Old-fashioned?
After hearing that unexpected response, I looked down at my ice cream. Lumps of chocolate were dancing in the bright teal mixture, a cornucopia of happiness. What part of this was old-fashioned? I knew it wasn't the case, but I felt like I was being described as old-fashioned, filling my heart up with a shadow of anxiety. Oh, God. Could this be a repetition of what happened earlier? No, that couldn't be the case. Natsumi, you're overanalyzing. I do that too. So I know where you're coming from. But you're totally overanalyzing it. Regardless, Chisato-chan seemed to ignore my feelings and calmly continued. When I say mint chocolate is old-fashioned, I guess it means it reminds me of the countryside. I mean, isn't it dull? It has been everywhere since forever. Chisato. Why are you doing this? It really seems like you're being passive aggressive. Oh, God. Honey Crunch and Berry Cheesecake are the kind of flavors y'all only see in cities like Tokyo.
そうかな。
You think so?
そうだよ。
Of course.
新しい味を探して開拓してどんどん極めていく。
Searching out new flavors, pioneering, and constantly moving forward.
これが流行の最先端の正しいあり方だね。
That's the proper way to do things in cutting-edge fashion. Chisato-chan was speaking fairly proudly. Her words sounded more like scathing criticism of me. I don't like it when Chisato-chan acts like this. She may not mean it that way, but it sounds like she's boasting about the city and directing it at me in particular. Because the town I was born and raised in, Okonomiya, is a town in a small provincial area out in the countryside. I feel a little bitter every time I hear Chisato-chan makes remarks like this. Of course, that may be just me, my complex talking, but still. So she acknowledges that she has an inferiority complex. That's nice. As if she could tell how I was feeling, Tamako-chan gave me a reassuring smile and changed the subject by asking a question.
ねえ、夏美がこっちに来る前にいた町ってどんなところ？
Hey, Natsumi. What kind of place did you live in before you came here?
え？
Huh?
ほら、自己紹介の時に前の町の名前言ってたでしょ？
Yeah, when you introduced yourself to us. You said the name of your old town, didn't you?
あの時はいまいち聞いたことなくてスルーしちゃったけど、一度聞いておきたいなって。
I gotta be honest with you, I was like half asleep at the time and I was listening to music in my head, but since I wasn't really paying attention, I'd like to hear once more.
おお、そうだそうだ。
Oh, right.
私も聞きたいな。
I want to hear it too.
ねえ、どんな感じなの？
Hey, what was it like?
ね。
I bit into my mint chocolate and pretended to think about my answer. On the other hand, I was thinking about not eating mint chocolate anymore. Oh, God. Oh, God, Natsumi. I want to say I would do differently, but I would really think the exact same thing. At least, definitely not when I'm around Todo-kun. Just then, I heard a voice from somewhere, and I froze.
以上のご連絡の通り、鹿骨市と周辺にお住まいの皆さんはどうぞ冷静な対応をお願いいたします。
As stated earlier, we ask that everyone living near Shishibone City please remain calm.
Huh?
That was the voice of a newscaster, coming from a TV in the electronic shop window, and I saw a familiar sight on TV.
夏美？
Natsumi? I stopped without thinking and gazed into the TV, like I was on the verge of devouring it, and then I gasped. I saw Grandma's hometown on TV, Hinamizawa Village. When I was young, I visited Grandma's hometown. I went to a picturesque shrine on top of a hill and took a commemorative photo with my family. That picture was still sitting on the dresser in Grandma's room. That mountain view from the Furude Shrine is one of the scenes I saw on TV, except low clouds were hanging over the scene, and some kind of white mist covered the area. Fog? No way, there can't be fog.
繰り返します。
I repeat.
本日未明、鹿骨市ひなみ沢地区で大規模なガス災害が発生。
Earlier today, a large-scale gas disaster occurred in the Hinamizawa district near Shishibone City. Oh, wow! This is happening right in the beginning!
死者・行方不明者が多数出ている模様です。
Countless people are being reported deceased or missing.
現在のところ、生存者は見つかっておりません。
At present, no survivors have been located. No survivors have been located. When I heard those terrible words, an anxious shiver crawled up my spine. The entire village was destroyed overnight? The village right next to the town of Okunomiya, where I was born and raised? Gas disaster? What does that mean? Why is this happening? That means the mayor of Hinamizawa village, my distant relative, is also dead, right? Almost all my relatives lived in Hinamizawa village. Those relatives, the entire Kimiyoshi family, all died overnight. My body lost all its strength. Somehow I kept myself from collapsing. But thanks to all the shaking, my mint chocolate fell by my feet. My body lost all strength. Somehow I kept myself from collapsing. But thanks to all the shaking, my mint chocolate fell by my feet. Oh, right. What about Okunomiya? And the daughters of the three families? What about Mion-chan and Rika-chan? Oh, wow, she knows them.
Natsumi? どうしたの?
Natsumi, what's wrong?
大丈夫?
Are you okay?
このニュース、夏美と何か関係あるの?
Is this news related to you somehow?
なんでもない。
No, it's nothing.
ごめん、用事思い出しちゃった。
No, it's nothing. Sorry, I just remember that I have business to take care of.
私、帰るね。
I have to go home. I gave them an awkward smile without looking at them in the face. I wasn't in the mood to talk with them right now.
ちょっと、夏美?
Hold on. Natsumi?
ごめん。
Yeah, sorry.
平気だから。
I'm fine.
In order to save myself from the disastrous news, I fled from the awkward atmosphere. I fled from the awkward atmosphere with Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan and rushed home immediately. We are getting a lot further than I suspected.
お母さん。
Mom!
Oh god.
Grandma!
As I opened the front door, the sound of the TV flooded into my ears, and also with the scream of a confused child, I heard the formal voice of a newscaster. At present, the Inabizawa district is in the midst of turmoil.
身元不明の遺体が続々とひなみ沢地区営林署へと運び込まれております。
Unidentified bodies are being brought to the Inabizawa District Forest Service office, one after another.
ただいま。
I'm home.
The atmosphere inside the house felt strained, stinging. A tense air seemed to be flowing through the TV and into the house. I gently shut the front door and walked into the hallway.
ガスは隣接の沖宮町へは拡散していないものの、
Although the gas has not spread to the nearby Okunomiya town.
周辺地域には依然として厳重警戒態勢が敷かれており、事態は先行不透明な状態が続いております。
Strict restrictions are still in place on the surrounding area, and the situation remains uncertain going forward. The announcer made a mistake there. The town is named Okunomiya, but it's incorrect to call it Okunomiya Town, because it's just Okunomiya. Interesting. But for professionals to not notice a little mistake like that made it obvious how serious and chaotic the situation was. Come to think of it, the house felt darker than usual. Not because it was empty, but because the air felt heavy. Maybe nobody was home. That couldn't be the case, right? Because the front door was unlocked.
お母さん。
Mom?
おばあちゃん。
Grandma?
ただいま。
I'm home.
I tried to call for them, but there was no reply.
出かけちゃったの。
Did they go out?
何度もお伝えしております。ひなみ沢地区ガス災害のニュースです。
Here is another recap of the latest on the Hinamizawa District gas disaster.
6月22日未明、鹿骨市ひなみ沢地区において火山性ガスが噴出いたしました。
Early in the morning of June 22nd, volcanic gas was released in the Yamizawa district of Shishibone City. In the dark house, I could only hear the sound of the TV.
もう。
Come on.
出かけるなら鍵くらいかけていかないと不用心だよ。
It's careless to leave the door unlocked, you know.
ここは沖宮じゃないんだから。
Because we're not in Okunomiya anymore.
事故現場であるひなみ沢地区の住人は全世帯生存が絶望視されております。
The prospects for survival of the inhabitants of the accident site in the Hinamizawa district do not appear to be hopeful. When I opened the door to the living room, only the lonely TV looked back at me.
電車が来ないんだよ。どうなってるんだ。
The train isn't coming! What's going on?
交通規制とやらで車は出られないし、どうやって街から出るっちゅうんだ。
I can't drive my car with all the traffic restrictions, so how am I supposed to get out of town? The screen broadcast the scene in front of Okonomiya Station. The station building hasn't changed a bit since last year, but one thing was completely different from when I was there. People carrying large bags were pouring in and out of the station, pushing hard against each other. With no indication that the train was coming, they couldn't hold their anger and frustration.
今のお気持ちをどうぞ。
Please tell me how you're feeling today.
あんたらは何？
Who are you people?
ヘリで来たの？
Did you come by helicopter?
乗せてってよ。
Please give me a ride.
ここから出なけりゃ、俺たちまで毒が吸って死んじまう。
We have to get out of here. I will breathe the poison gas and die. Huh?
ちょっと待ってくだ
Hold on, please. Someone grabbed the reporter holding the microphone by the collar and pushed her down. Oh my god. Just then the camera feed was abruptly cut.
現地は混乱を極めているようですね。
It seems that the locals are very confused.
以上、沖宮の駅前から中継いたしました。
That concludes our broadcast from Okonomiya Station.
何これ。
What is this?
これはたたりなんだよ。
This is the curse. A voice came from behind me.
おばあちゃ
Grandma!
ん、いるなら返事くらいしてくれても。
If you were here, why didn't you reply and not scare the fuck out of me?
I turned around in surprise with a hint of anger in my voice, but Grandma ignored me while staring intently at the TV in this dimly lit room. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I just trying to get into a better position. My leg is not 100% healed, so I just need to change positions every once in a while. For some reason, she was sitting slumped on the floor rather than on the sofa, and Grandma was trembling while tightly grasping prayer beads, chanting a prayer towards the TV.
Huh?
When I looked around, I noticed that Dad had come home from work and was quietly sitting on the sofa at the other end of the room.
お父さんも帰ってたの？
Dad, you're home too?
こんな真っ暗な部屋で何してるの？
What are you doing in such a dark room?
テレビ見るなら電気くらいつけないと。
If you want to watch TV, you need to turn on the lights.
おかえり。
Jesus Christ. Welcome home.
Right.
ただいま。
I'm home.
In the dark room, the light from the TV illuminated the side of Dad's grim face. It might have been the first time I saw Dad with such a scary expression.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome home.
お母さん。
Mom.
Hearing footsteps, I turned to look back at the stairs and saw Mom coming down from the second floor carrying laundry. Hearing footsteps, I turned to look back at the stairs and saw Mom coming down from the second floor carrying laundry. She then went to the next room over and neatly put the clothes away in their drawers.
ひどい災害ね。
This is such a terrible disaster.
お母さんもびっくりしたわ。
I was surprised too.
Yeah.
I turned back to find Dad was flipping through channels. No matter what channel he selected, they were all showing special programs on the disaster in Hinamizawa village.
お母さん、テレビ、ひなみ沢って。
Mom, on TV, Hinamizawa is.
ええ、見たわ。
Yeah, I saw.
なんでも夜中に火山性の毒ガスが湧き出てきて、村の人はみんな寝ている間に亡くなってしまったそうよ。
Yeah, I saw. Poisonous volcanic gas sprang up in the middle of the night, so everyone in the village died in their sleep. Hello, Les Mis. Welcome to the stream.
そんな毒ガス、どうして突然。
Why would poison gas suddenly just erupt like that?
さあ、
Who knows?
世の中には恐ろしいこともあるものよね。
She is very chill about this. There are a lot of scary things in the world, honey.
ガスが広まったのは午前2時頃だって言うじゃない。
The gas spread around 2 in the morning.
そんなのあったらうちだって一コロよ。
Even our town would have been wiped out if something like that happened here. Mom was talking about it like it was pest control, explaining it in a tone that sounded like she didn't think it was her problem. Exactly. She is being very weird about this. Creak. Rattle. On the other side, I heard the unpleasant sound of the prayer beads Grandma was tightly clenching.
おばあちゃん。
Grandma. With this unfortunate and mysterious incident pouring out of the TV, the sound seemed oddly appropriate, and it chilled me.
これはたたりなんだよ。
This is the curse. And then her mom comes in and she like whacks the grandmother on the head and says like, Mom, I told you not to scare Natsumi anymore. I shivered when I thought I heard Grandma repeat her earlier declaration.
ひなみ沢村。
Hinamizawa village.
ほら、おばあちゃんの本家がある村よ。
It was the village where Grandma was born.
君吉家の親戚もたくさんいたのに。
Many Kimiyoshi family relatives lived there too. Grandma once told me that the Kimiyoshi family was highly regarded in Hinamizawa village, and that one of our relatives was also the mayor of Hinamizawa. And whenever my family went to Hinamizawa village, it was a little creepy how much hospitality the village would show us, just because our house carried a powerful family name. But those villagers will never greet me with a smile again. That wasn't even the worst of it. I was sure I could never go back there. But those villagers will never greet me with a smile again. That wasn't even the worst of it. I was sure I could never go back there.
お社様。お社様。お社様。
Oyashiro-sama. 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 Grandma was rubbing her head on the floor, praying at the TV over and over again. I couldn't bear to watch. Thinking that, I looked back and saw Mom looking down at Grandma with an irritated look on her face.
たたりだのお社様だの。バカバカしいことばっかり。
This curse, Oyashiro-sama. It all sounds so ridiculous.
お母さん。
Mom. spit those words out. Mom could be a moody person, but it felt a bit different today.
いい加減にしてください、お母さん。
Give me a break, Mother.
そういうカビ臭い考え方をうちに持ち込まないでください。
Please don't drag your old-fashioned ideas into this house.
おやしろ様、おやしろ様、おやしろ様。
Oyashiro-sama. 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 Grandma didn't seem to hear Mom's voice at all. But Oyashiro-sama, that was the god of marriage from the shrine in our house, right? Then why is Oyashiro-sama related to this?
念のため、ひなみ沢と沖宮の親戚に電話してみますね。
Just to be sure, I will try to call our relatives Hinamizawa and Okonomiya. Mom threw Grandma an annoyed glance, then walked out of the living room. Now feeling I'd been left alone with Grandma and her endless creepy incantations, I suddenly became disheartened. Unable to bear the gloomy atmosphere, I suddenly turned to Dad.
お父さんね
Hey, Dad?
ちょっとコンビニ行ってくる。
Oh, come on! Come on, Mr. Kimiyoshi. I'm going to stop at the convenience store. That's true, they don't know the casualty rate yet, oh god. However, Dad stood up as though he couldn't be bothered to mind me. Then he headed out of the living room and walked right out of the house. This is strange. Very strange. Dad, Mom, and Grandma are all acting weird. What's gotten into them?
おやしろ様、おやしろ様。
Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama. Grandma's low and creepy voice continued echoing, as if to scrape at my uneasiness. It scared me, so I made an effort to stop her by speaking to her in a cheerful voice.
おばあちゃんねえおばあちゃんってば
Grandma! Come on, Grandma.
Oh my god.
Oyashiro-sama, おやしろ様、おやしろ様。
Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama. Hey, Grandma?
うんよかったよね私たち
We were fortunate, weren't we?
沖宮から引っ越してきてなかったら今頃私たちも事件に巻き込まれていたかもしれないもんね
If we hadn't moved away from Okonomiya, we might have been caught up in this incident.
運が良かった。
Fortunate.
Grandma, who was praying wholeheartedly, raised her head and stared at me.
夏美ちゃん、それは違う。
Natsumi-chan, that's not right.
そんなこと口に出しちゃいけないよ。
You mustn't say such things, you know.
Unlike me, Grandma made no attempt to reciprocate my smile with a forced one of her own to escape the tension. She just stared at me with her cloudy marble eyes. Stop this, Grandma. What's wrong? Don't look at me with that terrifying face. Did I say something bad, huh? Grandma's shriveled skin and the countless wrinkles engraved on her face eerily reflected through my eyes, sending a chill throughout my body. It looked like the face of a corpse, and it was absolutely terrifying. Well, that's not very nice. No, Grandma. Show me your usually kindly face, please. Don't drag me into this scary world.
これはね、夏美ちゃん。
That's not it. Natsumi-chan.
たたりなんだよ。
That's it, Natsumi-chan. This is the curse.
お社様のたたり。
Oyashiro-sama's
お
curse.
社様のたたり。
Oyashiro-sama's C-U-R-S-E. Grandma said that with a grave expression. I'd normally brush that off with a laugh or make a vague mumble of agreement while hiding my own displeasure. Damn, Natsumi, yeah, you know that, you know to do that. But I couldn't do it because her expression looked so dangerous.
お社様ってうちの神棚に祀ってある神様のことでしょ。
Oyashiro-sama is the god in the shrine in our house, right?
でもおばあちゃん、その神様はうちの守り神様で、たたりなんか。
But Grandma, that god is a guardian deity. Why would he curse us?
お社様はお怒りになっているんだよ。
Oyashiro-sama is getting angry.
ご利益を捨てて信仰を忘れた不心得者たちに対してね。
Angry at those disbelievers who abandoned his blessings and forgot their faith.
そして私たちのようにひなみ沢を捨てた者にも。
And at those like us who abandoned Hinamizawa.
捨てた。
Abandoned?
そんなのおかしいよ。だって私たちは。
That doesn't make sense because we...
夏美、やめなさい。
Natsumi, stop this! Damn, I'm glad her mom is making the right call there. Before I could finish speaking, a stern voice called out of the kitchen. When I turned my head, I saw Mom staring at us and closed my mouth as if it were sealed by her gaze. Grandma sighed quietly, then continued praying, creaking her beads together while chanting Oishida-sama, Oishida-sama, almost like she was saying Mom and me were none of her concern. Yes, that is true, Jess, but she can be scary if she wants to be. That is absolutely true, though, Jess. Oyashida-sama is a very big sweetheart.
もうテレビなんてよしましょう。
That's enough TV for now.
ご飯にするわよ。
Dinner time. After saying that, Mom grabbed the TV remote.
今回の有毒ガス事件ですが、ひなみ沢地区ではすでに村の守り神のたたりとして伝承で予言されていたと言われています。
Regarding the toxic gas incident, there are already whispers among residents of Hinamizawa district, claiming it is a curse enacted by the village's guardian deity, as foretold in their traditions. Huh? Drawn to those familiar words, I turned my eyes to the TV. However, Mom immediately turned it off. The screen went dark and I couldn't hear anything.
くだらない。
Nonsense. Okay, apparition. I'll see you later.
沼から有毒ガスが発生しただけじゃない。
It was caused by toxic gas from the swamp.
たたりなんて話、まともに取り上げるマスコミもどうかしてるわ。
It's crazy that the media is taking a story about a curse seriously. Mom threw the remote control onto the sofa and turned off the lights. Then she stomped back to the kitchen with her slippers flapping.
お願いです、お社様。
Please, Yoshiro-sama,
我が家をたたりからお守りください。
please protect our house from this curse. I gave Grandma a quick sideways glance.
おばあちゃん。
Grandma?
ねえ、今日の夕ご飯は何だろうね。
Hey, what do you think we're having for dinner tonight?
ね、おばあちゃん。
Hey, Grandma? Was Grandma's strange attitude putting Mom in a bad mood? Come on, Grandma, stop doing this. Just stop praying and chanting the name of Yoshida-sama already. I wanted to say that, but I couldn't do it, for Grandma's wholehearted prayers to Yoshida-sama emitted an ominous presence that made it impossible to speak.
夏美ちゃん。
Natsumi-chan.
夏美ちゃん、よく聞いて。
Natsumi-chan. Listen carefully. Grandma had started kneeling towards me at some point.
でもおばあちゃん。
Oh, Grandma. I cautiously turned my head toward the kitchen to assess the situation. I could hear the click-clack of the dishes. If I could hear that, then naturally that meant Mom could hear us talking too.
やめようよ。
Stop this! Oh my god, Les Mis. Yoshida's voice actor is the same as Maria in Yumineko. Oh my god. Stop this!
もう夕食でしょ。
Isn't it already dinner time?
後でゆっくり聞くから。
Oh, listen to this later, okay?
夏美ちゃん、お社様のお怒りに触れては、ひなみ沢の人間は誰も生きてはいけないんだよ。
Natsumi-chan. No one from Hinamizawa can live after incurring Yoshida-sama's wrath.
おばあちゃん、私、お母さんのお手伝いをしないと。
Grandma, I need to go help Mom. Click-clack. The sound of the dishes grew louder. It seemed like Mom was making the dishes clatter on purpose. I'm sorry, Mom. Honestly, I didn't want to hear this talk about Yoshida-sama either.
ごめんね、おばあちゃん。
Sorry, Grandma.
私、行かなくちゃ。
I have to go.
夏美ちゃん、
Natsumi-chan? As I began to leave, Grandma's wrinkly hand grabbed my wrist. Grandma was holding my wrist with a surprisingly strong grip. Where in Grandma's slender hand was such a strong power lurking?
ひなみ沢に少しでもゆかりのある人間はみんな
I always knew
生きていけないんだよ。
she was hiding her power level. Everyone with any connection to Hinamizawa will not be allowed to live.
お社様のお怒りに触れると沼から正気が吹き出して村を飲み込んでしまうんだよ。
When Yoshida-sama is angered, miasma will burst from the swamp and swallow the entire village.
離して。
Let me go!
おばあちゃん、もういいって。
Grandma, that's enough. While struggling vigorously, my voice trembled. This is stupid. Grandma, why do you take this fairy tale seriously? We're living in the Showa era, you know. We have TVs, refrigerators, and radio cassette players. Such powerful technology! It's a technological age, you know. There's no such thing as curses. We can prove things with science, you know. Grandma, please let go of my hand. Grandma! Grandma! Saying all that with the serious look on your face is much more terrifying.
夏美ちゃん、ちゃんと聞いて。
Natsumi-chan, listen to me.
これはお社様のたたりなんだよ。
This is Yoshida-sama's curse.
たたりなの。
This is Yoshida-sama's curse. It's the curse!
やめてってば。
I said stop it! Oh my god. Crash. I heard the thundering crash of a dish breaking. Mom was standing still in the kitchen, and I saw her favorite dish shattered by her feet. I could tell from the way it finally shattered that Mom didn't drop that plate by accident. Oh my god. It's been a long time since I've seen Mom get this angry. And when Mom gets angry, it's impossible for anyone to stop her. Angry at Grandma for always being blindly lost in her ridiculous faith, and angry at me for listening to her. Okay, Oe. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for coming, Oe. Yeah, there is no telling who survived this time. No. Maybe Mom knocked that plate over on purpose to give me a harsh warning. Because she was glaring hard at me. Give it a rest. Haruko. After spitting that out in a voice trembling with rage, Mom began detestably cleaning the shattered pieces on the floor. After seeing that, Grandma finally shut her mouth. Yeah! Go Mom! Woo! I could only hear the sound of clanking dishes, chopsticks, and silverware. More of the heavy air was drifting into the dining room. Dad ate his meal while hiding his face behind the newspaper he picked up at the convenience store. Dad can never do anything in times like this. Probably because he is a son-in-law. Grandma wouldn't... Oh, hello, Void Dweller. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't welcome you earlier. Grandma wouldn't touch her chopsticks. She hung her head down while staring at Mom's dinner. I didn't feel like eating my salmon... I can't pronounce that. Mayonnaise or potato salad either, so I just carried it into my mouth. Mom was gobbling down her food by converting her anger into appetite, probably not even tasting it. Mother, please eat your dinner quickly. I need to Oh my god! Oh my god, I have finally reached true mom status! Oh my god. My significant other and my son do this all the fucking time. I prepare the food. I set the food out on the table. I eat my dinner. But then, you know what they do? They eat like a bit of it. And like maybe like a third of it or half of it. And then they go about and then they stop eating and go about doing shit all over the house. And then slowly pick at it over the course of the next 2 hours. And that drives me nuts. Because all I want to do is get the dishes done and get that out of the way. So Natsumi's mom, I feel you. Mom to mom solidarity right there. And with that, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Oh my god. Jeez.
から私は反対したんだよ。
But I was opposed.
ひなみ沢を離れるのは
To the decision to leave Hinamizawa.
だから私は嫌だと言ったんだ。
I told you I didn't want to.
またその話ですか。
This again.
そのことは十分に話し合ってお母さんも納得したでしょ
I thought you agreed to it after we talked the whole thing over.
納得なんて、春子。
I never agreed with it, Haruko.
お前が勝手に話を進めていったんじゃないか。
You just went ahead with it on your own. Oh my god, jeez. Grandma kept her head down as she rebuked me, Mom. Then, oh no, Void Dweller, this is not the future. This is 1983. This is just in another town. Then, Mom slammed down her teacup with a loud thud. After seeing that, Dad raised his newspaper higher to hide his face, like a turtle withdrawing his head. You coward!
う。そんなに嫌ならお母さんだけ沖宮に残ればよかったんですよ。
If you were so against it, you could have stayed in Okunomiya by yourself!
なんならお母さんは私たちにくっついてこないで南沢の実家に帰ってしまえばよかったんです。
You didn't have to stay with us, Mother. You could have just returned to the family house in Hinamizawa.
お父さんの栄転なんだから私たちは引っ越さないわけにはいかなかったんですよ。
We had to move because of Toji's promotion.
何度同じこと言わせるんですか。
How many times do I have to tell you?
いい加減にしてください。
Please? That's enough.
罰が当たったんだよ。
We invoked Oyashiro-sama's wrath.
ひなみ沢の人間は何があろうとひなみ沢を離れちゃいけなかったんだよ。
People from Hinamizawa must never leave Hinamizawa, no matter what.
お母さんはひなみ沢の人間かもしれませんけど
Mother,
私たちは違うんです。
Mother, you may be from Hinamizawa, but we're different.
ひなみ沢とはもう関係がないんです。
We have nothing to do with Hinamizawa anymore. Grandma looked at Mom with a face on the verge of tears, and in a low voice, like when she was praying to Oyashiro-sama, she made a threat.
春子、あんた罰が当たるよ。
Haruko, Oyashiro-sama will punish you.
そんなこと言ったらお社様にたたられるよ。
Imagine living with this woman as your mother. Haruko, oh my god. I feel so sympathetic towards you, Haruko. You'll be cursed for saying that. Like, how do you deal with someone like this?
またお社様ですか。
Oyashiro-sama again.
あんなの迷信だって沖宮に住んでいた人たちはみんな言ってましたよ。
All the people in Okunomiya said those were just superstitions.
バカバカしい。
It's ridiculous.
そんなことはない。
That's wrong.
お社様は本当にいるんだ。
Oyashiro-sama is real.
実際に見た人だっているんだし。それに
There are people who have actually witnessed it and...
うるさい。
Shut up! Bang. Mom violently slammed the table, and the tableware jumped all at once from the impact. Despite the rough sound, Grandma continued speaking.
たたられるよ。
Cursed.
あんたはたたられてしまう。
You will be cursed. Okay, Mom, whatever you say. I'll be so cursed. Now let me get my 4-leaf clover and horseshoe charm. And I think that'll counteract it.
春子も夏美も 君吉の血を引くひなみ沢の人間なんだよ。
You and Natsumi are Hinamizawas by blood, descended from the Kimiyoshi family.
お社様のたたりはきっとあんたたちにも。
Yashiro-sama's curse will surely come for you.
やめてくださいって言ってるでしょ。
I told you to stop saying that!
それならお母さんだけでも今すぐにでも沖宮にでもひなみ沢にでも帰ったらいいじゃないですか。
If you feel that way, Noine, I return to Okunomiya or Hinamizawa right now by yourself then! Jesus fucking Christ on a stick.
一人で介護施設に入るのは嫌だって。無理やり私たちにくっついてきたのはお母さんじゃないですか。
You're the only one who's insisted on staying with us rather than going to a nursing home by yourself, or, staying in the village like we told you to!
私はお母さんとなんか一緒に住みたくなんかなかったんです。
I didn't want to live with someone like you!
あんな神棚だってご近所のお友達をお招きした時本当は気恥ずかしかったんです。
Oh god, now that's going a bit too far, Haruko. That shrine of yours is really embarrassing when I invite friends and neighbors over.
はっきり言ってお母さんがお社様だのなんだのって言うたびに私虫唾が走るんですよ。
Every single goddamn time you speak your freaking Oyashiro-sama bullshit, I feel absolutely disgusted!
ひなみ沢村を離れるとお社様のたたりに会うなんて妄言。私たちにまで強要するのはやめてください。
Please don't force your ramblings upon us, those who leave her name upon us, those. That is weirdly phrased. Yeah, that is not a real phrase. Upon us that those. There is no way that's a real phrase. Upon we, it should be upon we who leave Hinamizawa village, yeah. No, wait, but then we'll be, goddamn. This is like, I can't read this sentence. Wait. Jesus Christ. How the fuck do you... Wait. What? By the way, I really do think that Natsumi's mom should have had a sprite. If she's gonna be this big of a focus, as well as the grandmother. I can't. How do you read that sentence? Please don't force your ramblings upon us that those who. Us that those who. Leave Hinamizawa village will be struck down by Oyashiro-sama's curse. I'm sorry. I can't read that line in character because I have no idea how to say it. That's never happened to me before. There are plenty of people who have moved out of Okunomiya. So what? Are all of them supposed to be cursed too? What you're saying doesn't make sense. I can't follow along with your insane delusions, Mother. And by the way, you're also scaring my daughter. Your granddaughter. Mom! Thinking Mom had gone too far, I tried to intervene. After being scolded so harshly for so long, Grandma looked down even lower and continued muttering something as if to shut herself in. Poor thing. Mom's anger would not quell, while Grandma would no longer listen to anything she had to say. even though I had cut between them. There was nothing I could do. I looked to Dad for help, but he was still burying his face in the newspaper. Thank you, Jess. You parsed that sentence. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Jess. I'm going to read it your way because please don't force upon us your ramblings that those who leave the village will be cursed. That makes actual sense. Thank you, Jess. Oh my god, Jess. Seriously, I hope that line is replaced because that line just does not read. That translation, I'm sorry. Even though I cut between them, there was nothing I could do. I looked to Dad for help, but he was still burying his face in the newspaper. My unreliable father was such a useless person. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's because of his job that you even have this house. I felt concerned about Grandma, who had slumped down, curled over, so I went glancing at Dad, gently putting my hand on Grandma's back.
おばあちゃん、
Grandma,
あっちの部屋で一緒にご飯食べようか。
would you like to eat dinner together in our room? In the other room?
ここじゃ落ち着かないよね。
It's uncomfortable in here, isn't it?
夏美、いい加減にしなさい。
Natsumi! Enough of that! As she said that, Mom grabbed the empty dishes and retreated to the kitchen.
お母さん。
Mom! I was left standing there watching her back while she disappeared quietly. I couldn't do anything. I could only look on as everyone in the family I loved fell apart. What should I do? What on earth can I do? While I was racking my brain, I heard Grandma's voice.
たたりは本当にあるんだよ。
There really is a curse. Grandma was muttering faintly, her voice melancholic. As if that word were a curse in and of itself.
お母さん。
Mother! With Mom gone, Dad finally emerged from the newspaper. Geez, Natsumi, you really do not like your dad at all. I didn't expect that from you. My miserable father lacked the will to hold this place together. Looking at his face filled me with frustration. Oh. And then, perhaps because Grandma was in a similar state of mind, she silently rose from her seat without giving Dad a glance and holed herself up in her own room. In the end, she'd left her dinner completely untouched. Dad and I were the only ones left in the dining room.
ねえ、お父さん。
Hey, Dad?
お母さんもおばあちゃんもみんなおかしいよ。
Mom and Grandma are both acting weird, don't you think? Maybe you could, step in. Saying this to Dad wouldn't help, but I didn't have anybody else to talk to. I just wanted to air my anxieties to someone. Simple as that. So I never expected anything from Dad. But contrary to my disillusioned feelings, Dad offered me a powerful smile and a warm gaze.
平気だよ、夏美。
It's fine, Natsumi.
きっと大丈夫だ。
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be okay. It was far too late for those hypocritical words to downplay the gravity of the situation. Nothing sounded okay at all.
お父さん、でも。
But, Dad.
おばあちゃんは故郷の災害がショックだったんだろう。
Grandma must just be in shock, hearing about the disaster in her hometown.
お母さんだってああ言いながらも田舎のことが心配で不安になっているだけだ。
Your mother may be putting on a brave face, but she's also worried about it, and she's just feeling anxious.
だから時期に心の傷も癒えるさ。
So in time, the wounds in our hearts can heal.
Yeah, that's true. Natsumi is extremely non-confrontational. She probably gets that from her dad. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. She probably gets that from her dad. And yeah, I agree that Les Mis, I wouldn't interfere either. Like in a heated argument like that, like the best thing to do is, unless there's physical violence going on, yeah, I would stay back.
So in time, the wounds in our hearts can heal.
Yeah.
おばあちゃんしばらくは沖宮に帰りたいって言うかもしれないけど、きっとすぐに忘れるから。
Grandma may say she wants to return to Okunomiya for a while, but she'll forget about this soon.
Yeah.
だから夏美も心配するな。
So there's nothing to worry about, Natsumi,
大丈夫だから。
because it's all right.
二人のことを信じて今待っていてあげよう。な。
Believe in the two of them and wait for now. Okay?
Yeah.
もし本当に危ない時が来たら、お父さんが何とかする。
That's a good guy.
And if things ever get really dangerous, I will take care of it.
だから夏美は何も気にしないで、普通のままでいなさい。いいね。
So you don't need to worry about anything. Just keep living your life normally. Sound good?
Dad's words were unreliable, however. However, a child like me couldn't possibly do any more than him. There was nothing I could do. So I had no choice but to believe. That's right. Since Dad is an adult, if he says things will be okay, surely they will, right? I knew that those musings were just excuses for myself, but... Yeah,
お父さんを信じるよ。
I believe you, Dad. As I said that, Dad smiled with relief. But I'm sure that deep down, he didn't believe that any more than I did. Besides, would Grandma ever forget about the disaster in Hinamizawa that quickly? This was the first time I ever saw Grandma acting so delusional. Even though she prayed earnestly at that creepy shrine every day and night, it didn't seem reasonable to talk about curses seriously. It's all right. I'm sure Grandma is worried about our relatives, and she's just confused. She'll be back to normal in time. Probably. The silence was creating an awkward atmosphere, so Dad turned on the TV. Oh God, no! Mr. Kimiyoshi, what are you doing?
これはたたりなんです。
Seriously. Turn it to Nickelodeon or something. My God. Or, like, something that's not covering the news.
This is the curse.
お社様のたたりなんです。
Oyashiro-sama's curse! Those unexpected words from the TV left me stunned. An old woman was being interviewed in front of the station at my old town.
ひなみ沢を離れたからたたりが起こったんですわ。
The curse happened because I left Hinamizawa.
お社様のたたりが
Oyashiro-sama's curses! The old woman got teary-eyed and choked on her words. When Dad saw that, he quickly changed the channel.
明日のお天気は晴れでしょう。
Thank God! Okay, the Weather Channel. Good. Good job. The weather of tomorrow will be sunny. Yeah, my bad. Dad started eating again with the lifeless weather forecast music playing in the background. However, I couldn't bring myself to eat anything more.
ごちそうさま。
She really does sound like Kumasawa Les Mis. She really did. I was thinking the exact same thing. That was a delicious meal.
部屋に戻るね。
I'm going back to my room now.
あ
Oh. I got up from the table and left the dining room. As I walked down the hallway, the old woman's voice continued ringing in my ears.
お社様のたたり。
Yoshida-sama's curse. I heard that story from multiple sources, but a curse was still an absurd thing to suggest. As I walked down the hallway, I passed in front of Grandma's room. The sliding door was slightly open.
お社様お社様お社様
Yoshida-sama, Yoshida-sama, Yoshida-sama. I'm just going to change the title of the stream here because it does not fit. I did not expect the Hinamizawa disaster to happen in the middle of the story. Peeking inside, I saw Grandma wholeheartedly praying to the shrine.
たたらないでください。どうかたたらないでください。お社様。
Please don't curse us. Please don't curse us. Oh, Yoshida-sama.
家族のものは分かっていないだけなのです。
My family just does not understand.
どうか理解のできない哀れな者たちにお慈悲をください。
Please have mercy on those pitiful people who cannot understand.
どうか怒りをお静めください。
Please calm your anger.
家族をたたりからお守りください。
Please protect my family from the curse.
お社様、お社様、お社様。
Oh, Yoshida-sama. Oh, Yoshida-sama. Oh, Yoshida-sama. Damn, I cannot do the old lady voice today. Once again, I heard the unpleasant sound of beads clinking together. This is ridiculous. The moment I thought that, Grandma turned to look back at me.
夏美ちゃん、
Natsumi-chan.
え
Huh?
夏美ちゃん、あなたも祈りなさい。
Oh, God, don't rope her into this. Natsumi-chan, you should pray too.
おばあちゃん。何を。
Grandma, what are you... Oh! Oh, God! Grandma grabbed my hand too tight to resist and dragged me into her room. She forced me into the direction of the shrine.
何するのおばあちゃん。
What are you doing, Grandma?
ほら、ちゃんと夏美ちゃんもお祈りしてちょうだい。夏美ちゃん。
Oh, God. Come now. You must pray too, Natsumi-chan.
たたられないように、おばあちゃんと一緒にお祈りをするの。
Pray with Grandma so that the curse may spare us.
お
No!
ばあちゃん。私嫌だよ。
Grandma, I don't want to. It was so frightening how seriously Grandma was taking the curse of Oyashiro-sama and praying all the time. So creepy. If we pray together, will I become like Grandma? I don't want that. I don't want to bring myself closer to such a terrifying world. Still, Grandma forcibly dragged me by the hand to the front of the shrine. Her hand felt as strong as a vice, tightening without mercy and not letting go.
夏美ちゃん、
Natsumi-chan,
一緒にお祈りをするのです。
we'll pray together.
お社様、お社様、お社様。
Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama.
この子が私の孫の夏美です。
This child is my granddaughter Natsumi.
どうかこの子をお守りください。
Please protect her.
さあ、夏美ちゃん、一緒にあなたも拝むの。
Oh, God. Come on, Natsumi-chan. You must pray with me.
夏美ちゃん、
Natsumi-chan.
夏美ちゃん。
Natsumi-chan! Oh, God, poor Natsumi. She does not have a strong enough personality for this. Oh, God. No! Oh, God. Slam. Oh, my God. As I struggled to escape from Grandma's grasp, I pushed her away on instinct. Grandma fell to the floor and rolled, surprisingly helplessly. Oh. I'm sorry. Are you okay, Grandma? I wanted to say that, but my throat was dry, and the words wouldn't come out. Even though Grandma had been tossed to the floor, she continued muttering.
お社様、お社様、
That is terrifying.
お社様。
Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama.
哀れな家族のものをお許しください。
Please forgive my pitiful family. Seriously, Les Mis.
哀れな夏美にどうかお慈悲を。
Have mercy on pitiful Natsumi.
どうかお許しを。
Please forgive them. I don't know, Oyashiro-sama. I don't care if such a god won't forgive me. Grandma was still muttering. I want to get away from her, so I took a few steps back.
お社様、お社様、お社様。
Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama, Oyashiro-sama.
どうしてもたたるというのなら、この老体にたたってください。
If you must curse someone, please take this old woman.
たたりはどうか、この老婆一人に負わせてください。
Let this old woman bear your curse. Grandma kept praying and rubbing her head on the floor, paying me no heed. What? What is this? This person, is she really my grandma? No, she can't be. I don't know this creepy person. This isn't my grandma.
私絶対嫌だから
I don't want any of this. I somehow squeezed those words from my mouth. I mean, I don't want to believe in the curse. I don't want that. Grandma and all the people like her look so stupid. I closed the door as if locking Grandma in the room and dashed away as fast as I could. I don't want to see that face of hers. I don't want to breathe the same air as her. Right, this sinister air was carried into the house not by the news of the disaster in Yamizawa, but with Grandma's bizarre behavior. No, not you too, Natsumi! Oyashiro-sama. 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 Oh, God. It felt like Grandma's low voice was echoing over and over in my head. I never thought there'd ever be a day when I resented Grandma as much as I did now. Wow. What a chapter. Things certainly got turned up to 11. I will say there. Jesus Christ. Okay, so damn. This is just getting more and more insane with every line. I still think we're going to have about 11 parts to this. And I can't wait to continue. Seriously, this is an amazing arc. It's already started to turn creepy. So tomorrow we're going to continue with Fata Morgana. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh crap. How do I go back? Oh crap. Oh crap. Help. Oh god. Oh, I know what to do. I can just load the previous chapter. And just force it through.
アキラのこと。
So anyway, next time, let me see if I can just, let me see if I can just disable voices for now. While I'm doing this. So I can talk to you guys. And, yep, tomorrow is more Fata Morgana. And then next time, we will continue with this. I cannot wait to see how this arc continues. Like, we have another whole front now with Natsumi's family. I had no idea how much, like, how dysfunctional her family was. Yeah. Will of an old detective. Huh. Well, we know something about detectives and Will in the When They Cry universe. Now I know to save. I do not know how to get back to the main menu though. Actually, let me just save inside the tip. Oh, wow, it's back to Tomue. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to save inside the tip so I can get the voice, so I don't have to remember to do this next time, to put the voice volume back. So yeah, I can't wait, you guys. Oh my god, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. It's great to be back. So until next time, I will say, it's not letting me save. I'll figure this out later. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.